In this video, I am going to share with you how you become financially independent and retire in 10 years time. Even though you are starting from zero, if you have nothing today, you have $0 in your bank account, then in next 10 years time you will become financially independent. I came to Australia in 2014 and set up an ambitious goal to become financially independent in 2024. Fast forward today, I am very close to that goal, and I will be sharing how I am tracking, how I am doing this at the end of this video. So if this is something that you want to know, you want to follow, then stick around. What is financial independence? It means that you are not working for someone else, yet all your day-to-day regular expenses will be covered through your investment or other source of income. And it is an important concept that actually originated from US, America, and then from there all across the world people are following this, and people are retiring from their day-to-day job within 5, 7 and 10 years. So as I said, that 10 years is a good horizon for somebody to work on. So how do you become financially independent in 10 years time? The number one thing that you have to do is discipline. In your life, financial discipline is an important part. I have seen people who are earning $250,000 a year, yet they're broke. And I have also seen people who have a meager income of $70,000 or $80,000 per year, and yet they are doing a significant amount of savings and they are on their way to become financially independent. So it's not only about how much you earn, it's about how much you save, how much you invest. That matters more in terms of financial independence. If your goal is to buy a nice car, buy a brand new car, and you're also looking for someone who has a bigger house, then it will be very difficult for you to become financially independent quickly. Whereas if your goal is to invest as much as possible, live below your means with the minimum expenses, then it is possible. So the discipline is the number one thing, the financial discipline. You'll earn as much as you can and your expense put as little as possible. The difference would be huge. Whereas if you are earning more and if your expenses also goes up, it will be very difficult for you. So the financial discipline is the number one thing. The more and more you will be disciplined, there are a lot of sacrifice that you have to make. You can't go out every day you are eating out. It's probably not possible. On a weekend you're spending suddenly $100-$200 just for drinking and going out is probably you have to cut down. Because if you do all these things, it's about a choice. It's about how much sacrifice that you will do to become financially independent. It's a short-term pain with a long-term gain. Because once you become financially independent, there are a lot of choices, there is a lot of ability of doing things, and particularly you are on your own boss. If you don't like a particular job, then you won't do it because you don't have to. Whereas if you are in a position where you have to do the job because you have to pay bills, unless you get the paycheck or unless you get that salary, then you won't be able to pay your own bills. It is going to be very difficult because you will always be tied with that job. The second point that I got to talk about is debt. Borrowing money and then spending on something is, in today's world, almost everybody is doing it. And if you start doing these things, the debt is a big killer, because the moment you start taking debt, you have to pay the interest on that, and that interest you have to earn from your paid employment. So the more and more debt that you have taken to supplement, like let's say you bought a car or you built a bigger house to stay in your principal place of residence, then what happens is you have to earn those money, and then you will be tied up with the job. So debt is a big killer. Most of the financial independent people on their way, they don't take debt. Their debt is minimum. Their credit card debt is less. They don't take much car loans. They don't even take their own house loans. They still rent and invest somewhere else. So not having a significant amount of debt is going to impact. You have already taken the debt, find out how you can reduce those debts. Some of the things you might sell and pay off the debt, and make sure you come back on the journey. The third point I'll talk about is investment. If you earn an X amount of money and then spend, and that is a savings, and if you save all this money in the bank, then it will be very difficult for you to become financially independent. Whereas if you actually plan that and save that money and then invest in a different, whether real estate or then in the market, on shares, any other form of joint ventures or wherever you invest, that money is going to multiply and eventually you'll become financially independent. So investment is a big part. The more and more you will invest from your savings, and the better, the earlier that you will become financial independence. One of the best way to doing the investment is automation. Every month you invest a certain amount of money, you do that calculations, and then continuously invest over a period of 10 years will make you a significant property portfolio. It will give you a share portfolio, and also you can buy real estate REIT, real estate investment trust, and other form of investment. If you are one of those people who would be thinking, yeah, I have very less savings, so even though I invest, it might not be possible to become financial independent and retire in 10 years, then you also need to think about how you can earn more, which is side hustle. Side hustle is a big thing in today's world, where the internet is everywhere and it's a level playing field for everyone. Anybody can start up a business, can start up a kind of a small side hustle, and that can give you, let's say, $1,000 $2,000 per month income. And if you invest that $2,000 extra $2,000 over a period of 10 years, it's going to grow a significant amount of money. So side hustle is a big part as well. If you are focusing on if you are doing 9 to 5 job, then you have ample time. If you are single, or even though you have a family, you have Saturdays, you have Sundays, you have even Monday to Friday, the other time, after coming back from work, 2-3 hours you can put on the side hustle, and then you can make money significantly. So side hustle is a big part, because there are plenty of side hustles that you can do. You can start an online shop, you can lot of stuff. You can do a dog work for 1 or 2 hours and then get paid. You help, you can start a rental business, in my case, which I have started. So the more and more you do with the side hustle, and that money you invest over a period of 10 years is going to give you a significant amount. So what is my plan, how I am doing this? As I said, I came to Australia in 2014, and 2024 I set a goal that by 2024 I will become financial independent. Means my day-to-day job is not dependent on my expenses. So the first thing that I have done is I came to Australia, and then instead of taking a traditional job and employment, I set up my own company and started contracting. I'm into IT consultancy. By doing this, I actually earn a little bit more, and also in terms of the tax savings, legally I save a little bit of more tax. As a result, I have a little bit more extra income from there, and that I started investing. I invested in real estate, and I also invested in the market, whether in US market as well as in Australia. By doing this over a period of like last 5-7 years, it's actually grown up a little bit more. And with this pandemic, that as you see that overall real estate market as well as the market is in the all-time high, it gives you a significant amount of capital growth. In 2019, I also started a business in the side hustle. It's a rental business where I take a bigger house and rent it out individuals, and from there also I have been earning a significant amount of money, and all this money is going for investment, and as a result, that is actually my portfolio is growing more and more, and I'm very well on track to become financially independent in 2024. So what is your goal? How you are tracking, how you are becoming financially independent? Or if you have not set up that goal, I would strongly encourage you to start today and continuously invest. Then you will see that over a period of 10 years time, you will also become financially independent. Retirement doesn't mean that you have to leave job. It means you will have a choice. You can do something that you really want, and sometimes you might cut down your job. Maybe instead of 5 days a week, you might go to 2 days a week or 3 days a week, and then the other time you spend with your family, with the things that you want to do, maybe some sort of hobby that you have been waiting for doing because of the time commitment you are not able to do. That's something you can do as well. So everybody's retirement choice is different. Everybody wants to retire in a different way. I am, as I said, that I am young, and even though I leave my paid employment, I will definitely do something meaningful for the community, for myself, for my family. So it's like what I want to do, that I will do it, and that is to me is financial independence. That is to me is the true freedom. I hope this video is helpful. If you like this video, consider subscribing my channel. turn the notification bell on so you get to see more videos like this, and it will also help me to reach out more people like you. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.